we got King of Pop number 2.
Okay.
Number 2.
Let's check that out.
Okay. All right. So this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one, there was a lot of hoopla when the King of Pop, Michael Jackson,
Yeah, right.
passed a couple months ago. So I was working on his hair, and turned out pretty good when I was working on his face, but his face was much simpler then, and very gaunt and whitish. And then, of course, he was always...
I'm sorry. You got a baby's head for the nose. That's amazing.
I kind of did the opposite of what he was doing. He was subtracting, I started adding, and thus the big nose and the chin. But that may disappear.
Okay. No, keep it. I love that.
We don't know.
Oh, that's great.
It's still a young piece. It may grow into something else. Sure. And up here is actually lettering.
Yeah.
K-I-N-G, King. And then the white letter of
Wow.
And this would be the top here.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. It's very subtle, but I see it.
Yeah, you have to kind of find things.
That's so cool. That's the first time I've actually seen you really use any kind of typography and stuff.
I want to do more of that.
That is really sweet.
I want to do some more writing.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm going to get a little close-up of that because I think people at home need to see that. So that's the king right there. And then we're going to move over to the of, which is right there. And pop, which is right. Where is it? There we go. There we go. So if you can see that, P-O-P. That's sweet. That is very cool. I like that, Dale. That's awesome.
I want to do more of the lettering thing.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. And
What was
I want to do some more historical type portraiture?
Yeah.
You know, with a little slant, of course.
Now, what'd you use for his hair?
What's that?
Michael Jackson's hair.
Hair. Oh, that was kind of like the wing thing over there.
Uh-huh.
It was kind of a lot of contrast. Wire, hangers, paraphernalia, all kinds.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, he didn't die that long ago. It's amazing that this just came together so the way it did. How long did it take you to construct this piece?
This piece went together fairly quickly. It was over a week or so. I mean, actually, I was sitting for a while. I spent a day on it, and then I let it sit. Spent another day on it, let it sit, and then in a couple days before the show, I put it together.
Now that's really great. Now his face is constructed on a bike frame. Is that a bike frame?
Yes, that is a bike frame, but it's not constructed. That's just one piece of it. It's all fractured pieces. We got a little vacuum cleaner over here. You got a Pepsi sign broken up here.
Oh yeah.
We have a Scooby-Doo representing multiple eyes. Actually, his nose is the Scooby-Doo nose actually comes out to the forefront as the eye.
Yeah, it does.
But you're still drawn back and forth between the other eyes. So your eyes are flipping back and forth, trying to make sense of the picture.
That is cool, and it really does stick out too. It really comes out. Is this what's this? Oh, is this yours?
That's cool.
We're looking at a poster. Can I talk about it? Dale?
This is the first time I've seen it.
Okay, so you're watching history here, folks. Unfold in front of you. That's what we do here at Harmonic Finds. And go ahead, walk us through it.
Well, actually, this is the first time he's ever seen it. It's an event that's on Friday, September 25th, from 9 to 2. The whole event is about using found objects to create art, music, and fashion. So there's a band coming in town from New York that they built all of their instruments out of found objects.
Wow.
And there's displaying Dale's artwork. And we're going to try and persuade Dale to do a interactive area with more found objects and create with them.
All right.
This is
sure.
That's what I've been trying.
I'll just
That's where the play was, right?
Yes.
Wonderland play?
Yes, same location as one of them.
Very cool. I saw that play.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That was a great play.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm hoping that
cool.
mine will be quite effective.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to come and check that out. Document that if you can. That's awesome.
We'll
Very cool stuff.
put a drill and a rivet gun in your hands.
Yeah, right. Take my own take on make it a new masterpiece here. So check that out, folks. That's awesome. Thank you. That's great. Anything else about this piece you want to kind of go over quickly, or?
Well, I mean, wanted a tighter, wanted to get his face more representative of him and more like a tribute. But it ended up kind of twisting around, becoming its own thing. And I haven't decided if I want to go back to more of a tribute or just kind of let it be another King of Pop. And there's always a King of Pop that will come up and challenge the King of Pop or the other King of Pop.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a King of Pop 3 and there's going to be a King of Pop 5.
Wow.
And then, of course, there's the King of Rock, you know, which is Elvis Presley. Actually, I said, I'm not going to mess this face up, and I actually made a face out of tin. And I was going to plan it, take it, clear this face, put this other face of tin on it. And the face, and I sculpted it from a picture of the King of Pop, and it ended up looking like Elvis Presley. So I couldn't put it on. So I'm thinking, in his lifetime, he really wanted to fashion himself after Elvis Presley. It's just a guess. But so I had to kind of put that on. So I'm going to use that other face as Elvis Presley later in another piece. So you see what?
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that. That's awesome.
That was confusing.
Confusing, but very, very neat piece. Very, very cool. That now we're locking in on that Scooby-Doo thing there, and it's very obvious when you go real tight, but when you zoom out, it becomes real subtle, and you can't even see it really, because you just visually it just comes together. And that's the really cool thing about the way you handle your eyes. I always noticed that. I was always impressed with that, because when you did the Van Gogh piece, the eyes were so distinctive, and it really ties it in, and you get a real definitive character from that.
Yeah, this is more like a cross between like other rockers. It's not just Michael Jackson. You got Alice Cooper in here. You know, you got some Marilyn Manson in here. I mean, you got some rock and rollers as well as some hip hop people here. You know, it's sort of a cross the board King of Pop. I mean, how can you decide on one King of Pop?
And the stallion is kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that represents his transcendence from fairyland, from real musician to fairyland to heaven and back. And over here, would be his keys, of course. You have no keys up in heaven. Maybe you do. What do you do with your keys? Somebody gets it.
All right, there we go. Okay. Well, he won't get locked out if he goes.
I don't know. It just got me thinking. You know, you put objects up there and they present metaphors for something, and you got to, you know, three objects together become something totally different.
Yeah, right. I hate to go to heaven and forget my keys and get locked out.
I think this is his keys from like his place.
Neverland.
Neverland. I see these are his keys from Neverland, and he doesn't need them anymore.
Oh, that's the reason.
Okay. I don't know.
All right.
Maybe it could be a heaven key.
That's cool. Okay.
Everybody has their own interpretation.
Okay, lead the way.
Where are we going?
Anywhere you want.